Hello everybody and welcome back to another Ayoto Corporation video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Titan Souls demo. Now, if you don't know about this game, it's a fairly simple game based on the concept of you only get one. This was from Ludum Dare in 2013. A whole bunch of stuff came out of that game. There was that one game which was made entirely by a computer, like from scratch. But this game in particular caught a lot of attention, and it's been worked on since then. And just let me check here really quick. The timer is off. Timer's on. That's basically just a timer because this is a demo. It's fairly short. You can beat the whole thing in 10-15 minutes easily. Some people have done it in like 2. I don't even know how that's possible because it takes a lot of time just to walk around. I have beaten this already, as you can see. I took 13 minutes. Took a little bit of time to learn the bosses. And my timer continues, interestingly. Anyway, basically the game... Actually, hold on a second. This might be bad. I gotta see if the bosses are dead. Okay, the bosses were in fact dead, so, try that again. So this is really all the controls. You have the 4 arrow keys, or I guess if you're using control, you get the thumbstick. X to run, or tap it to dodge. And you press C to fire. Now, the important thing to note is you only get 1 arrow, but you can in fact pull it back to you like that, which is really useful sometimes. And there's a whole bunch of bosses, sort of like the Colossuses, or in Shadow of the Colossus. They're just these big monsters that you have to kill. Now, the important thing is, you only have 1 life. You die as soon as anything hits you 1 time, instantly. You respawn back in the center, and you need to run back to where you fight the boss. So, it's kind of a pain. The other thing to note, though, is that all the bosses also die in 1 hit. So, I'll activate this guy. It says something on the bottom, but I don't know what. Ow. Okay, so, he just smashed me like that. And I died and I've respawned. So now I've got to run back and fight him. This is probably my least favorite part, because it's a nice little area. It's actually quite well designed, even though it's all pixely, but, you know, there's a lot of downtime between me and the next fight. It gives me some time to think about what I did wrong, what I can do better next time for when I fight the thing, but, you know, I really don't like it. Anyway, so restart the fight again. Draw me the arrow back. So this guy, you'll notice he's got a hand covering him. That's his weak spot. If I can hit that with an arrow, I can kill him, but he, of course, keeps it covered, which is why, in order to beat him, you do this. Ow. Or not. Come on. Oh, hey, switch it up there, eh? What are you doing? Ow. Okay, I did this better the first time I did it. But this is basically how the game works. You go in, you die, you learn the pattern, you try and figure out what you did wrong, then you come back, beat the boss. Let me see. I've beaten this boss already, though, so I really should not be having this much trouble with it. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, the best way to do it is just to do this. Whoop, hey, tricked me there. Being tricksy. You gonna swap hands anytime soon? Come on, guy. I don't know why you're doing this. This worked out last time. Come on. Oh, I see. If I move... I see what it is now. Ow. The hand got in the way. This is taking a little bit longer than I expected, so I'm going to go on and try the different boss, which I do remember how to beat. This guy. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Oh, God, I completely forgot about the 4. So, I got him in his eye. somehow. Come on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he does that. I forgot about... Oh, gotcha! Okay, so... I managed to get him in his eye, thankfully. So, all I have to do now is press the button to draw my arrow out. And with the arrow, I draw out his Titan souls, which infuse me with great power and understanding or something. I don't really know what this is. So yeah, Titan souls. So then that's basically how the game works. As I said, you figure out the boss's pattern. Like that boss had pattern where he would rotate he would constantly rotate, and then every 4 moves he made, he would shoot out a laser, which gives me time to reposition and eventually lure him into a spot where I can just stand there and fire at his eye as soon as it comes into view. This boss is supposed to be that I can just stand here, and then as soon as the one hand comes down, I can skip forward, the other hand will come out, and... God damn. Okay, last time I did this, I was able to just roll under his fist as it came in. Then when the second one came down for the swap, I could fire the arrow into the gap and shoot his core. Next, for this time around, I'm not sure exactly why he's changed his pattern up. So, let me see here. If I get this right, I might be able to do this. So... Okay. God damn it. Again, the hardest part of this is just running back and running all the way back to the boss. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I think I got you down. I've got you figured out. Fucking fuck! I see into the Matrix now. It's this square right here. God damn it, I missed it. Okay, so I think I've got it. If I just do it well, if I just come out here. God damn it, I missed. Well, at least there's a safe spot. Gotcha, bitch. Okay. Cheese away, huh? Man, look at you. He's so shocked. Anyway, finally killed this asshole. Jesus. I guess last time I just got really lucky and managed to shoot him in the right time or dodge into the right location to do it. Anyway, that's probably the most, like, combat-intensive of the bosses. The rolling cube one with the laser beams was probably the more like a puzzle boss than any... Well, he was, like, halfway in between. He is half puzzle, half, like, fighting boss. This last one here I'm going to show you, because there's only 3 bosses in the demo, is definitely the more puzzle boss of the puzzle bosses. Also, this is just, like, a little thing I liked. You can dodge that distance, but if you dodge on a staircase, you actually tumble all the way down. It's just a nice little touch that they added. So this is the brain on ice. Press the wrong button. So this is the brain on ice. It's exactly what it looks like. It's a giant brain inside an ice cube. But You can't hurt the brain in the ice cube because it's in an ice cube, but there are these switches all over the place that bring up a little flame. So, obviously, the flame ties into this thing somehow, right? I mean, that's a kind of a given. The question is how? Well, you obviously can't turn the flames on yourself. So, the brain has to turn it on. But you can't damage the brain with the flame. Not only is the brain never in the location for the flame to hit it, it also is unable to be damaged. Like, all the enemies can't be damaged by anything apart from your bow. So, here's how you do it. You gotta get him into a location where he'll trigger the flame. And... God damn it, I missed it. Shoot the arrow into it, so it does that. Now, the brain's out of the ice, and he's just a giant brain floating around. So, all you gotta do here is learn how long it takes for the brain to drop, and shoot it right in the cranium. And that is probably my favorite boss fight out of all of them. Like, the Golem one is basically just pure combat. You dodge out of the way, you learn the pattern, then eventually you beat it. This one, though, actually requires you to sort of think and figure out what you're supposed to do to kill the thing. You have to figure out what these do, how to trigger them, and eventually how you're supposed to get the flame to hit the ice cube and melt the brain out. So that's the kind of thing I really want to see more of, especially since, you know, the whole idea of the game is you only get one, and that's kind of going to wear thin after a while, I feel. But then, that's it for the demo, though. It's not a very long demo because it's, of course, a demo, but the game will be coming out later this month. It'll only be $15, so definitely give it a look, and it's definitely going to be an interesting playthrough, I think. Well, yeah, that's the way to the ending of the game, or the ending of the demo, which is really just a black screen. Well, you know, this is more fun. Whee! Anyway, that's been Titan Souls. As I said, it'll be coming out later this month for $15. Definitely go check it out. It is definitely worth your time. This demo is available right now, and it's free, so absolutely go to it. Anyway, this has been Ayoto Corporation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.